Hello Top War fans, and today, as long as my video is loading, I do believe everything's working. I've been having some trouble with my recording program. It is one of those programs that is very cheap, so I may decide to go with another program later in the future as my channel looks like it's growing and everything is going good on YouTube. But that's aside for another topic. Basically, today we just had reset, so I'm going to go ahead and not worry about getting too much stuff right now done because I wanted to focus on island battles. I said that I would bring a video about island battles and some tips and tricks for island battles. The first tip and trick that I wanted to lay out is to make sure that you set your components appropriately. The high rate of fire is more important, being able to do damage aggressively and upfront first than pretty much anything else. The second tier, I believe, is armor buff, and the third tiers are attacking type components, of course, that you probably need to incorporate into your strategy here. This is just what I found to be the most effective. Even if you are potentially, of course, using crit plus, there might be a little bit of variance, and it's overall going to be one of those things that damage increase and weapon buff are going to be bonuses to be able to do enough damage. So that way, when you do your damage first, your opponent is not going to be able to have enough units to be able to survive. So, without much further ado, we're going to go to island battles. All right. And the first step, we're going to reset, of course. I want you to note, as far as your preset formation on the bottom right, make sure that you have all of your skills and everything else customized to the best of your ability. Potentially, of course, attacking type skills is what you want to focus on, as well as some armor buffs. HP buffs. HP buffs are going to be able to set you up for the success. Now, that's the first kind of tip and trick, like I was saying, is making sure that your setup is right. And one of the other tips and tricks is this is level based. So if you're level 78 like I am, you could potentially have level 79 tanks. And if you're at a lower level, of course, this is something that is a little bit more beneficial, I guess. If you have higher tier tanks, you're going to be able to survive more with the level-based component to the game. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and rush. And just to get my first one out of the way, I made it to stage 14, which last time that I checked, stage 15 was the final battle, of course. I ended up not succeeding, it looks like. So let's see, we'll go ahead and reset. We'll look at the island log here. Defeat, you lost. Here, we'll go ahead and do a replay just to see where I lost at. And it looks like it was to Navy. I had full HP, and I lost too much. So let's see if I actually do any type of damage here. You want to be able to take out the front rows, of course, for survivability, and it looks like I didn't, so I'm going to be taking a massive amounts of damage here, and potentially, of course, dying. It looks like I died, yeah. And I probably got one shot off, and then boom, yeah, I'm dead. So it looks like, of course, toward the later levels, you're going to have to worry about unit composition. So focusing on unit composition as far as mass tanks or mass Navy. Mass Navy is just awesome, first of all. I don't have a very strong Navy. I don't have a lot of... I'm saving up a lot of orange shards right now to see if I can work on my Navy heroes. And overall, I think that the amount of effort that you put in for Navy and the benefit that you put in for Navy is just phenomenal. But that's a side note. So we're going to go ahead and reset. The next tip and trick that I'm going to go over is basically what you should attack. So we're on stage 1. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video, it looks like, because we're going to slide. And once we slide, that's going to be able to give us a little bit more of a speed basis to speed this up. The slide technique is a little bit, it's a little bit risky, because once you click it, it's done. All right. The slide technique, of course, is more for speed, for you to be able to pass stages, but you can also do the click technique. Actually point and attack, and point and go. And the reason why I'm doing this is just to show you the different types of techniques. So as far as you have rush, you have the slide, you have a point and click, or touch and tap, or whatever method. So for the very few beginning stages of the battle, of the levels, of course, you're going to most likely not do or have very little damage done to you. So you're going to want to attack the red dome dark forces a little bit more frequently. I personally always attack the red dome forces all the way up to stage 14, I believe it is, for me. So you're just going to have to experiment as far as which forces, based on your unit comp and your components that you set up and everything else, what is with your heroes and your skills that you set up on your heroes, which ones are doing the most damage to you, and which ones are going to... Ooh, maybe I'll get that. Decor set. So, which ones are going to be more beneficial to you as far as the skills. And like I said, HP and attacking type skills. Attacking skills are the best, is my opinion. So make sure that you set your skills appropriately. Make sure that you set your components appropriately, like I said. And then the next tip and trick, I guess, is, like I said, watch out for, already I said, watch out for attacking these dome DFs, dark forces, too late in the stages of the game. As you can see, I still personally lost 0 HP, and that's because of my components and the damage that I'm doing. And I personally like to prioritize skill research and chests, any type of tech chests, over having an attack for DFs. I just think that personally, if you look at it as a cost-reward ratio, you're going to be beneficial. Now, repairs, I'm not trying to say that... I've kind of been going more to a free plate approach, so gems have become a little bit more rare for me instead of me buying that $5 weekly pass. I'm really wanting to try to earn my rate of fire level 10, but the repairs, the repair speed ups, I think personally are pretty cheap comparatively for the amount of gems that you can spend on repairs. You can spend like 100 gems on repairs and be able to get repairs. And then with your Wade that most people probably have, you're just not going to have that much of a cost benefit to get repairs, I would prefer fighting a DF over it. Now the gold chest, of course, the gold chests I think are well worth it until you have level 10 decor all around your base. So that's why I'm going. The green chest I think are not worth it. So I don't go after those. But the help me letters, I go after the help me letters as well. And yeah, there you have it, basically. What you should pretty much get. And let me go ahead and see. All right, so we're at stage 14. The first thing I was going to say is go to these smaller dark forces first. And it looks like I have a path to victory potentially here. And I did it. So we're at stage 15. Stage 15 is actually, of course, available. So it looks like it unlocks after you make that decision, of course. I am not going to beat stage 15. It looks like there was no boom. I might beat it. Oh, battle completed. I beat stage 15. So congratulations on completing the challenge. Let's look at the island log. The replay. I believe you get a, I didn't look at, because I was using the slide technique, I did not look to see if I was doing, getting the comps, I thought that it would give you the prizes that you got. Let's look at my inventory. Yeah, it looks like I got a level 3 component chest. So that's what I got as far as a reward, like I said, for level 15. So I beat stage 15. So it looks like, of course, after you beat stage 15, that's it. That's the end. End all be all, of course. We'll see tomorrow, of course, if I can get to stage 16. And if there is a stage 16. So yeah, you got to see me actually beat it. So the easiest way, if you want to grind up to the island battles, is to do it manually to see how far you can go. But the fastest way, of course, is just hit that rush button, which the rush button is going to... Oh, I got a lot of points too. The rush button is just going to save you a lot of time in the long run. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's probably a little bit of a longer video. I gave you some tips and tricks. I probably rambled on a little bit, but I hope you enjoyed. I hope you saw that I was using strategies to mitigate at the end of the level, going after the smaller DFs, the smaller dark forces, over the bigger dark forces that are going to go ahead and eat up your life, because that final boss is going to be detrimental. So go ahead and like and comment if you enjoyed the video, and hopefully, of course, I will see you soon with a new video and some new content, something that is excitable for me every day as far as playing this game, because sometimes you can just accomplish certain things. Especially one of the most exciting things is being able to beat another expedition battle. So for me, yeah, so tune in for later, and go ahead and, like I said, subscribe if you want to see further content and get notified for that. And thanks so much for viewing. Have a good one.